everyone. Hello. Welcome to a new live stream. We are, of course, yep, we are live. Yep, perfect. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. And of course, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper with the stock market. Hello, Biliak, Arkan, Sway, Tesla bottomed. Yeah, we're gonna see. Potentially, we're gonna see. Of course, it can be bottomed. There is a potential, but still early to say. Biliak, welcome. You are the best, man. Thank you. And a meta bottomed. Okay, everyone. Okay, it's the same. Arcan. You want to see if the whole market bottomed then. We're gonna see. This is exactly the live stream what is for. Yeah, so that's why we're doing several analysis today for the US market and to see, of course, what are the potentials, right? In conclusion for everything. Subhi, hi man, how you doing? You're very welcome. RKLB, yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah, let's start with the list then, okay? RKLB, okay, written. All right, so Marion, how you doing? So, let's start then. We have, of course, NASDAQ. We're gonna start with NASDAQ, of course, as we know that NASDAQ always is the point or the leader of the market. As you can see, some recovery has started, right? And I understand, Arcane, why you're asking if we are bottomed or not yet. Well, the possibilities are there for bottom, but not still the highest. Yeah, so but the possibility for reversal is there. We're gonna explain, of course, much further. So just an over quick view for the Nasdaq. We are, of course, in a wave 5 here for the yellow, and this wave 5, of course, might unfold a wave 3 in the blue count. Just to remind you, where are we? We are in a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, inside this wave 5, we are looking, of course, we want to see 5 waves up, right? Let's move directly to the daily here. We want to see 5 waves up inside this wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You know that this was supposed to be, right, a wave 4, 5, and of course, due to the whole trade wars and the news that we got lately, we shifted to correction, right? That was supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation, and it has shifted, of course, to be a correction, meaning now it has took the whole area here, the whole waves, as corrective waves. Now, as we can see, I would like to mention for you guys something very interesting in the stock market. Look what happened before here in history, and look how corrections in the stock markets normally do, of course, as characteristic. Do you see this? It is also a running flat. We cannot call this impulsive. It is 3 waves up, overshooting wave B, and of course wave C towards the downside, A, B, C, or potential W, X, Y. It doesn't matter. What it matters here is that we failed to take the low. This is happening right now one more time again. A 3 corrective wave, and you're looking for potential running flat, failing to take the lows. Now, I know that the target for a normal expanding flat is 1.38, 1.618, which it can be hit, yeah, in case, of course, we are diving very, very deep in the stock market, but I still don't see it, guys. Why? Because, of course, the answer was not given yet in this area. And we're gonna dive, of course, in this area right now directly to see why we don't think that we still want to bottom in this area potentially, of course. It depends on the president, right? It depends on Trump, what it's gonna be his tweets next week. Unfortunately, yeah. This all what we are looking right now is basically, of course, tariffs, trade wars, and tweets of Trump. So this has affect, of course, the market here. We can see that this correction anyway, or this move towards the downside is a lot of overlapping, right? So if we zoom a little bit inside this area, we can see that we see some gaps, right? We see some gaps here. As you can see, there is no interfering. But if you take a look after this, in this whole move towards the downside, you cannot find any gap without that the waves has interfered into each other, right? Unless here was given but directly invalidated later on. So we took the point, meaning there is no impulse. I cannot find an impulse in this wave anymore. Your impulse that was given here potentially as a 1 2 1 2, potentially 3 4 5. This is your first wave here, which it was supposed to be impulsive 1 2, and it was a very, very sharp and deep, but it has continued like kind of like, yeah, and double 1 2s. I mean triple 1 2s, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, so this is your triple 1 2. Therefore, you see now I understand why you're asking if we have bottomed or not. Yeah. So psychologically, yeah, you have the right to ask it, because yeah, this doesn't look like impulsive anymore as it was expected, right? So we start to see like turnover in the market, in the psychology. We start to see some overlapping, right? Move down and up. And basically, right now we are very sideways, and it was a very green Friday, right? So we're gonna see, of course, what is this? Basically, what I call it right now is WXY. Very simple, yeah. WXY finishing kind of like, I mean, if we want to take this again as a zigzag correction and potentially a zigzag, yeah. So can be WX and a Y. As we take it even here, yeah, we can even take it here as a W, 3 ways down, even X here, and potentially kind of like a zigzag like this as well. It can be read in many ways, that because of the overlapping here in those waves. You can have your X anywhere, here, or even here. Yeah, so however you turn it, it turns to WXY, 3 corrective waves. We don't have an impulse yet. And we are looking, of course, to some retracement. Let's make it a little bit less on the screen. So what we are looking here at, we are looking potentially at a finished wave Y, yeah, in WX and a Y, meaning, yeah, potentially we have bottomed. When you see a WXY, it can mean, okay, potentially the market is estimating a reversal, yeah, and if we are impulsive here rather than just sideways, because currently we are still in the sideways range, we're not bearish, we are not bullish, we are just looking sideways right now. Why? Because on the 2 hours chart a little bit closer, you would like to invalidate if you have a several 1 2s. Remember I mentioned, okay, what if we have several 1 2 1 2, yeah, 3. Let's say this is your wave 3 here. Your wave 3, well, it didn't took the 1 2 yet, because if you have 1 A, B, and a C for a wave 2 here, by the way, A, B, and a C expanding flat, your wave 1 is exactly at this point in 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Finished impulse A, B, and a C for a wave 2. 1 2 3 impulsive. You're looking for a big wave 4. Now, the possibilities start to get far, even without the invalidation, without taking it start to get far just by looking at the time of the wave 4 in comparison with your wave 2. Look how much big it is. That's a huge, right? So, meaning very far possibility right now. Yeah, very far possibility to move towards the downside. Otherwise, we're creating a sideways correction. In this correction, of course, we want to seek a price action or a price decision, meaning whether we move in A or, yeah, because for 3 waves, WXY, you got a very complex structure as a correction for B, and then you move a wave C toward the downside. Yeah, so these are the possibility for the bearish. Now, in case we are turning over bullish, the possibility is even also there. Stock. Welcome, man. Hi. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. So, we have one ABC potential wave 2 as an expanding flat, right? This if we are turning bullish, how the market is going to turn it bullish without an impulse as a wave 1, 2, right? This is your 1 ABC for a wave 2. You got another impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a double 1, 2 ABC, ABC again for the wave 2, and then moving impulsively towards the upside. Everything right now, where we close on Friday, is telling us that we were close to head on with a bullish reversal for the market until the market has closed, of course, without taking the high and without taking the invalidation. Would that continue on Monday? This is a question. If on Monday we open in green and continue towards the upside, hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, taken from this bearish scenario, in case we are ABC here or WXY, if we hit the 1-to-1 fib level, we have to estimate. Of course, it's gonna retrace in both case scenario, guys. In both case scenario, it's gonna retrace. You will say, okay, we are bearish. You cannot know yet. So it's gonna, of course, retrace 3 waves down, potentially. If you start to see 4 and a 5, it means once you take this low here, then you form 5 waves toward the downside. And that means the trend is moving bearish again. If the price retraces and makes 3 waves down, continues toward the upside, taking the high here, we are heading directly to the 20K in bullish market. Once we get to the 1.618, you cannot deny that you have, of course, a wave 3. You hit the 1.618. You broke the 1-to-1 fib level. Therefore, you would like to seek for a wave 4. Again, another test for the market. If the wave 4 makes 3 waves down, then move up and down again, breaking this level, therefore, we are potentially bearish again. Confirmation of bearish is taking, of course, the wave 1 against this level, meaning you want to move here to take this price to say, oh, we are bearish again, 100%. And then you say, okay, potentially we are bearish. If the price move after 3 waves down here for a wave 4, continues toward the upside, taking the high again, you're heading, of course, for a wave 5. 4 and a 5. Here we go. And of course, because we have double for 5, so yeah, this might be your wave 3, 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3, 4 and a 5. Here we go. So the market has to repeat itself several times to finish, of course, several 4, 5. This is your bullish market. Currently, the market on Friday, it was surprising us. Well, I wasn't on Discord, I already mentioned. Don't get surprised if you see a lot of green. But here we go. I mean, if the market had one more day before we close, potentially it was very positive, towards the upside. We're gonna see. Now, of course, the most important level to break is, of course, this level, exactly this area. We want to break it. If we break this area, actually 20K to 100, you are potentially reversing the market for higher. Otherwise, if we retrace from here, therefore we want to seek for the next blue box, which is potentially, of course, it can be, well, this is far possibility right now for a wave 5 because we don't see impulse from the top anymore. So basically, I'm gonna remove this. It's too much. I think I'm gonna just stay directly with this box. Directly. This box is the target of your expanding flat. There is no run away from it at the end, right? So this is what potentially the market says. The same applies for the S&P. Yeah, so for the SPX, we yesterday made also a deep analysis, a little bit inside it. So we are looking also for the same thing. Even as the SPX looks a little bit much more clearer than NASDAQ, even with this price action here at the bottom. Yeah. So we have the potentially W, X, and a Y. You're looking for a 1-2 potentially, just 1-2 simply, and impulse again, or maybe even expanded 1-2. And the market is green again, looking still for higher. We were very close to take the high for higher prices, meaning to this blue box. Taking the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning of course you finished ABC. If you break it, meaning you're moving for higher. If you retrace impulsively, then you're moving again bearish. Same concept, right? So we were very close for it on Friday. This is what I want to say. So to answer the question for if we have bottomed, well, you can see there is still possibility. We are still, of course, in uncertainty, but the potential of being bullish here is also there. Otherwise, if I would say like we are in 1, 2, 3, of course your wave 4, which is here, right? You want to invalidate this because of course the bearish still there. Yeah, you are in an impulse as well, potentially 1, 2, and then potentially this is your wave 3. And yeah, if you interfere with this one, meaning invalidation of bearish, which is where exactly your invalidation of bear, directly after the 1-to-1 fib level, heading to the 1.618. How much systematical this is, right? So these are the overview for the market and for the US market, NASDAQ and SPX. Now let's move for Tesla, since I also Arcane as well as for Tesla. That's good, and it's already on our list. So for Tesla, well, Tesla is an issue, but it's good that to see by the way, to see the price a little bit rejecting the triangle trend. But with Tesla, you know, it's different a little bit for the other stocks. It is a little bit sensitive right now, yeah. So we know all the news about it. So basically, it doesn't mean that. Yeah, the problem is with Tesla, look what an impulse. Do you see the difference between the stock market, US stock market, and SPX and so on? You are confused if you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You are confused because the wave 3 is not very impulsive. But if you take a look at Tesla, I mean, you see a lot of gaps here, a lot of impulses, right? You see a huge drops, right? With huge gaps, as you can see, yeah. With those gaps, of course, it identifies the bearish market, right? The impulses towards the downside. Currently, we're still ranging after a move toward the upside with very, very massive move. Meaning, of course, higher potential based on the volume as well. As you can see, the highest amount of volume has been given in the last candle. Normally, the highest amount of volume indicate, of course, your wave 3. Yep. So meaning definitely this is your main wave 3, meaning we did not bottom yet. We're looking for wave 4 potential in a triangle, which is typical for a wave 4, right? And this wave 3 is kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 5 here. And then finish, of course, a wave 3 with it, wave 4, and of course wave 5 towards the downside. Here we go. And here we go. Yeah, so this is the path that we might have here. 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 potentially. I cannot say Tesla that that it can move for higher, knowing that okay, NASDAQ can, yeah, it can simply move for higher. They are not attached together at the end. You know, it's the NASDAQ is not Tesla, right? It's a small part of NASDAQ at the end. I mean, which is main part as well, but yeah, it's not Apple as well. It's not Microsoft. It's not Nvidia. There is many US stock that it might, of course, higher the NASDAQ and the SPX, knowing that Tesla can still be bearish. Yeah. So basically, I would say Tesla, definitely we did not bottom yet. I would say even it's hard to say right now we are reversing to bullish because Yeah, it's very sensitive. I'm gonna show you why as well, because the most okay, the invalidation is there, but it is very far. Here we go. Invalidation of impulse. Look how much far it is, guys. It's so far potentially. Actually, this is an old one, but even lower than the one that I wanted. Here we go. This is your invalidation, yeah, and it's so far. To say that we are not bearish anymore, yeah. So invalidation of bearish. What does this mean? I cannot say we are 100% bullish before we get to this price. Yeah, because 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is not allowed to interfere in the wave 1. Therefore, okay, you invalidate the impulse. Then, okay, we can say you're looking for higher. But, of course, it's not necessarily directly higher. You're looking for rejection. But what does it mean when you take this price? It means you will not take this low anymore. And this is the answer for the question, yeah, if we have bottomed or not. Only you can get the answer at this price, Arcane. Just to let you know that you can get the answer of your question exactly if you have bottomed on them. Yeah, it's a very high, but what can we do? It's a very long move for Tesla. Basically, Tesla is still, of course, corrective and basically still looking for lower, despite, of course, that NASDAQ might recover and the other stocks might recover as well. Okay, so that was it for Tesla as well. A quick overview for the market. Let's move to Nvidia. Nvidia. So what do we have on Nvidia? Yeah, so Nvidia also looking nice on Friday. So it was a little bit moving up. So let's see. Yes, so yeah, we see a jump toward the upside. Don't forget that at Nvidia, we are already potentially here in a wave 5, that we have finished a wave 5 potentially in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you're looking for a wave 4, of course, in the orange scenario, right? What is the orange scenario? Okay, let's move bigger here. 2 weeks. Okay, did I delete it by mistake? Oh, okay. I deleted the orange one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this is what we are looking for here for Nvidia. We're looking for a wave 4 in the orange scenario. Your wave 4 time required, of course, is based on the wave 2 here. This wave 2 is very sharp, and based on the alternation, of course, of the wave 2 and the wave 4, you would like to range inside this blue box, yeah? Sideways, because your wave 2 is a zigzag, very sharp. Based on Elliott wave alternation, you would like to have a sideways wave 4, and this is exactly what we are getting right now. If we move deeper on the daily again, we can see that this 3 waves down, 3 waves up, you would like to seek after, of course, something impulsive, but you cannot see it. You cannot see something impulsive here. You can see only overlapping, right? And that brings us again, of course, for something corrective structure, which is W, X, and Y, meaning potentially 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and 3 ways down again, right? For W, X, and Y. However, hitting the perfect blue box for wave 4 with a perfect time at 1-to-1, and potentially we're ready to move for higher. The answer is given, of course, inside this area. If we move inside this area, let's move even deeper, 2 hours chart. Inside this area, you can see you got an impulse. Once you get an impulse, meaning that you are, of course, shifting the market direction. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 did not interfere with zone 1, which is a perfect impulse, and potentially we're heading for higher. So basically, for example, for Nvidia, I see, of course, something good unfolding. I would say wave 3, here we go. And and we're looking here at, here we go, at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, potentially moving for higher, yeah, for Nvidia. 148 might be our next target. Why I'm saying we might be? Because everything is just corrective as well, and this potentially, of course, has finished in WXY, where you potentially finish 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and an impulse toward the downside. So A, B, and a C. Finishing wave 4, moving impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside the blue box, right? For a wave 4, which is perfect time at 1-to-1 fib level, and you have hit already the perfect fib level, which are already in the blue box. So basically, Nvidia, I would say, is shifting to be bullish again, yeah, for Nvidia. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna unfold for Nvidia. Let me check what I did lately for Nvidia here on the 1 hour chart. Okay, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, important thing, yeah, that let's mention this as well for Nvidia. Potentially, of course, we were looking here for the perfect blue box for a wave 2, but look, even the market is very positive to not even potentially come back to the perfect box for a wave 2. It's moving potentially directly toward the upside. We're gonna face, of course, a crossroad here for an ABC potentially corrective 1-to-1 fib level. If the price moves down, again, of course, taking this level, meaning we are bearish. If we move down a little bit and then retrace to up, therefore, we are definitely heading for a wave 5. Yep, so these are the inside crossroads to be watched, of course, later on. Nvidia. And next is Amazon. I think Amazon, I missed it this week. I didn't make any, sorry guys, I didn't make any updates for Amazon this week. I don't know how I missed it, but yeah, we're gonna see what's going on right now. So let's start with the daily, just to refresh the mind. Where are we on Amazon or on the 4 days here? Okay, so let's clean up. Is this one? All right, daily. Okay, so we have yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, very simple chart, very nice chart as well. We have, of course, a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside for a wave 3 in the yellow, and looking, of course, for 4, 5 continuation toward the upside. Currently, meaning we are, of course, in a finished corrective wave, and you're looking for a wave 3. Inside wave 3, of course, here you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to see it much closer. Let's move to the daily. Here we go. Inside this wave 1, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished wave 1. Basically, you're looking for a wave 2. Continuation toward the upside. As you can see, the market potentially might shift, of course, after here having a wave 2 running flat or WXNOI. And that because, of course, I cannot call this an impulse, guys, anymore, right? I cannot call it an impulse. There is no 5-wave structure, basically. Let us check if that can be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, it can be, actually. Yep, it can be. Sorry. Can be. Let me check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, why not? And basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, it can be. So anyway, it's still wave 2. Yeah, it's still a wave 2. So basically your wave 1 can be finished here. Definitely can be finished here. As a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Is it extended? Okay, now I see the problem. Okay, now I know the problem why. Okay, because of course we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished a structure, and you got, of course, a deep correction for a wave 2 here. Definitely this is a wave 2 because it is very deep, I would say. And potentially, therefore, you're starting a new 1, 2 here. Therefore, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So It's still a wave 2 at the end. It's the same concept, same thing, but yeah, potentially this can be, of course, an impulse. So let's move inside it as 1-2 here. Your wave 2, of course, would like to hit the 0.23, sorry, 0.38. 23 is not allowed for wave 2, by the way. So this is a minimum requirement. Oh, we have already reached it. So we already reached the minimum requirement. We hit the 0.5 perfect fib level for a wave 2, meaning, of course, you are inside the blue zone already. Yeah, and the problem here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only thing that I see as bearish, guys, is that we have an impulse here, right? You have potentially 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? Finishing an impulse here, meaning, of course, it can be a wave A, and that means, of course, a deeper correction potentially. Yeah. So we have to be careful from it. Now, of course, it can transform to WXY, definitely, but if we get this, like a corrective wave ABC, and we get another wave C hitting still the blue box in the perfect fib level, it still can be, of course, a wave 2 moving towards the upside. I think this can be influenced, of course, by the market, by other stocks, by the news that we get, of course, in the next week. Meaning, this can be turned, of course, into A, B, and a C at the end, and start, of course, an impulse toward the upside from perfect level, perfect fibs as well. Regarding the time as well, for if in case this is your wave 1 here, the time required, of course, for this wave 2, oh yeah, here we go. Here where the scenario or the possibility start to get less or more. Yeah, we did not reach yet the minimum requirement fib time, and that means opening higher possibility to move for higher price again, and then moving down to hit perfect fib levels, perfect fib time. Yep. So this is where the possibilities start to play. Meaning, yeah, we might see a recover, 3 ways up, and continuation toward the downside. However, we're gonna see, of course, in case we are bullish, of course, I mean, look, the time, guys, is very important, but at the end, it is a guideline and not a rule. So it's a guideline, meaning, of course, it can higher or lower the possibility, but it's not a rule. It can still, of course, be bullish, even without the perfect time or the minimum requirement of time. Okay, but not hitting the minimum requirement of time can lower the possibility of being bullish from now for a new all-time high. So, yep, these are for Amazon. Drinking some water. All right, so yep, basically these are the things. Let's see the gold a little bit. The gold was very interesting, of course. The price was jumping so high, over 3,000. Let's see what happened to it in Friday. Oh, it has moved down. Okay. Well, yeah, when the market do well, start to do well, you will see anyway the gold moving down. So we're gonna see, of course, I mean, it's still 3,000 at the end, but we were expecting here in the gold what we were, wow, I think, yeah, it has worked exactly how expected. We were expecting anyway, perfect box, okay, perfect hit, guys, in the blue box. This is what we were expecting. I was expecting a wave 4. Definitely here, yeah, that's true. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and here we go. Perfect blue box hit, 0.23. We're heading for a final wave 5, and to hit again the blue box between 0.618 and the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning 3,075, 3,100 for the gold. And what is next? And as you can see, this confluence, I mean, look, you are already in a big blue zone. Yeah, this is a big scenario blue zone, yeah, on the bigger time frame. But on a lower time frame, we start to snipe the target, right? To concise it, yeah? Look at the confluence here. Between the big fib levels that you would like to hit in a big time frame for a wave 5, between 1 to 1 fib level 0.618, and the lower time frame for this wave 5 here, taken from this impulse, interfere, of course, in this area as well for 0.618 and 1 to 1 fib level. Meaning this area here is our top potentially for the gold. And then, of course, for the gold, what will happen again? Don't forget you finished a big structure here, guys, for the gold, meaning a big drop potentially might start from there. So be careful, we have topped. What I mean with it, let's move for the 2 weeks here. As you can see for the gold, yeah, we are in the big blue zone. Yeah, this is the biggest one, of course, in the big time frame. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially finished as a leading diagonal as first option, or still leading diagonal but in a expanded one, like 1, 2, 3. This is your wave 3. You're looking for 4 and a 5, meaning it's gonna extend your leading diagonal for higher. Yeah, and this wave 3 is, of course, zigzag, hitting between the 0.786, 0.886, taken, of course, from the wave 1, meaning your wave 3 is not longer from your wave 1, meaning as a leading diagonal, wave 3 is perfect, in the perfect targets. Yeah, so this is what we mean with it. Meaning next you are expecting a wave 4 in the orange at least, or yeah, even bigger with a wave 4 yellow, which it might be very massive drop, something like this one, yeah, or even like this one. It should be smaller than this one a little bit, yeah. It should be something like this. Here we go, smaller, yeah. Otherwise, it gets invalidation of diagonal, meaning potentially heading towards the 0.23, 0.38 after hitting, of course, the top here, and then, of course, moving even for a new all-time high later on with a new bull run for a wave 5. Or it can be different scenario, right, where we have a big A, B, and a C in the blue zone here, in the blue count, sorry. Your wave C here is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave C. Yep, so these are potentially the scenarios for the gold. Gold might be topped, of course, very, very soon. Yes, and this, of course, 1.618 potentially taken from the 1, 2 here. You would like to see a wave 3 potentially hit between the 3,230. But don't forget that you have 1.27 also as uncommon target already hit right now. Yeah, so, and then 4 and a 5, which we're gonna see it in the low time frame, or we already saw it in the low time frame. Yep, so this was for the gold, and the gold, I think, is in a history record, right, for 3,000 anyway. The last record for the gold was all-time high 1,900 or even 2,000 here. So as you can see, look how much psychological is. The last bull run before the biggest correction, or the medium correction, was 2,000. It started to range on the 2,000, same as for this one, 1,920, and of course it went down. But currently it is 3,000, so expect, of course, a psychological reversal, yeah, towards the downside. But potential, where are we heading for the gold? Definitely 5,000. In a very long term, definitely we're heading 5,000 and up. Yeah, so another Bitcoin here with the gold. Interesting. So what is next? Next is Microsoft, MSFT. So Microsoft is also interesting. Well, we see some recover as well. With Microsoft, what is different with the chart is the structure. Yeah, the structure of this chart is very, very different than any other stock. And you can see, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing wave A or a wave 1. Yeah, but we don't see a big impulse yet, and you have ABC here. Your ABC is very weird that it didn't reach, I think, the 0.38 for a wave 2. Here we go. The minimum requirement for a wave 2 here, of course, is 0.38, while we did not reach it. Barely touching the 0.23, we didn't even touch it. Crazy, massive for Microsoft. Very, very bullish chart. But not touching the 0.23 definitely is a very rare case scenario, and potentially giving us, of course, higher possibility that this is a wave B. Yeah? We cannot call it wave 2, meaning you are in an A, a B, and a C. And a much more clue for this that you did not even reach yet the 1-to-1 fib level, even the 0.618 level, taken from this wave A to the B, and projecting, of course, the same price that you would like to have here at 1-to-1 fib level. So basically, yeah, the Microsoft is in an ABC zigzag toward the upside. This zigzag, of course, has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, we are in the wave 5. Hi, Camel Blue. Yes, sure, we're gonna do this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 5 toward the upside. And potentially right now, let's see what do we have on the daily. We have 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. As you can see, this is an impulse definitely here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, and another 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5. You took, yeah, very clear for the Microsoft, by the way, that you have finished a perfect correction, right? In a very basic regular flat. Now, potentially that you still have 4, 5. Because this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, I don't see yet clear 4, 5. Yeah. So we're going to see this inside it. If we move, of course, on the 4-hour chart here, you can see, of course, inside this correction that we are looking at, you have the following, potentially WXY, yeah, or ABC. If you are in WXY, you finished a Y, A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished a 3-wave structure for a wave Y, potentially moving for higher. Can be. Bearish? Well, there is no bearish. There is only one leg toward the downside. Meaning after a simple correction, you might see one more leg, taking the 1.05 for sure as 100%, to hit, of course, a regular flat, and then moving for higher. Meaning Microsoft, whatever it's going to happen here, is going to move for higher. Very nice potential for Microsoft, for bullish. And here we go. On the 1-hour chart, what do we see? So on the 1-hour chart, we're looking definitely for an impulse here, something impulsive. It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You can see that the wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, correction, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Again, nice impulse, correction, impulse toward the upside, breaking the high, meaning, yeah, you're moving, of course, for higher, guys. For Microsoft here, let's turn the 4-hour. Here we go. This is our target, our wave 4 targets that you would like to hit, 0.23. To make it much more precise, you would like to hit the following 1-to-1 fib level. Here we go. This is your target, 397. At least, if you are still bearish short term, because only one leg and definitely moving for higher. If the price moves over the 1-to-1 fib level, of course, after a correction, and continue towards the upside, breaking this level, you are bullish, definitely. If we move 3 waves down, and then 5th wave, breaking this level, then you continue toward the downside, blue zone again. Yep, so this is how we can trade it. No financial advice, of course, guys. So Microsoft, that was for Microsoft very bullish as well, potential. I mean, potentially it is, but of course the bearish still there, but the sentiments and the chart reversal and psychology are bullish. Apple, one of the giants as well, Apple. So, and that's why I was saying, guys, don't think if Tesla is dropping that NASDAQ is gonna do bad. Like the whole stock market is gonna do bad. Yeah, so it's totally different. Look what a giant here you have. It never ends with Apple. It's really never ends. Look what a giant. So we have a triple 1-2s. Yeah. By the way, Apple is one of the most explosive, massive explosive charts in NASDAQ. Massive triple 1-2s. You're looking for a wave 3, major wave 3, which is the orange one. Inside the wave 3, you have another triple 1-2s. How much insane is that? And that means Apple is still looking from now until, I don't know, 2040 for higher prices. It's really like this because you have a big 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Now you're still unfolding your wave 3, which is the main wave 3, as you can see in the orange. Then you have 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. Until this, that it happened, it's going to be 2040 potentially. Yeah. But very massive for Apple. So what we are looking at is, of course, right now a wave 3 in the orange. If we zoom in inside it, we can see inside this orange wave 3, you have, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3 is also 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished impulse toward the upside. And currently, we are in double 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside again. I would call this, I would call it a 1, 2 even, potentially, yeah. Because, I mean, it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I have to keep it now as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if the price moves down, take the low here, it's gonna be a wave 2, definitely. It's gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah. So for Apple, sorry guys, for Apple on the 4-hour chart, we are looking at a potential finished correction, meaning potentially we're moving toward the upside after, of course, is this wave 4 correction. Basically, we are looking for a wave 4. And in this correction, you have hit the blue box, which we were looking for perfectly, and potentially moving for higher before invalidation for the impulse. And that means that, of course, on the 1-hour chart, we are seeking for an impulse, right? And oh wow, even Apple took the high. I didn't know this before the, I didn't check it, but nice, we took the high. So even Apple took the high, meaning, of course, here possibly that you have finished an impulse or a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very hard to see it, I know, guys, but well, if you're used to Elliott wave, you still potentially can see it. Let's move 15-minute chart. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so leading diagonal. Let's put it there. Here we go. Great. And then you have potentially here, is this an impulse? Yes, it is. This is an impulse, meaning correction, impulse 1, 2. Even if that is not a triple 1, 2, I believe this an A, B, and a C for a bigger wave 1, 2. So you have 1, 2, 1, and then 2, and then looking for higher. You have start here another double 1, 2, and this is definitely wave 3 right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But don't forget that this still can turn into bearish, of course, but the potential of the reversal is there for for higher. Let me check what do we have on the 4-hour chart. Take the high for bullish. Okay, so we took it. Because if we are bearish and you're looking at WXY, you would like to move toward the downside in 3 waves, moving and then continuation toward the upside, meaning you moved here correctively towards the downside. The market has reversed. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Now, if this, the whole thing right now, all of it, is gonna turn into a bearish, you want to get reversal there inside the blue box, right? Inside this blue box, you can say, okay, if we see a potential of an impulse toward the downside again, therefore continuation for bearish, which is kind of like low possibility right now. 30 or 40% to move bearish from there. If the price continue, because definitely we're gonna hit, by the way, the 1.618 taken from this first 1 2 here. You have first 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5. With this wave 4 and a 5, you're gonna hit the invalidation of bearish, meaning if you have a big impulse here, 1 2 3 4, you're looking for a wave 4, the wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with the zone 1. Interfering with the zone 1, meaning of course invalidation of this impulse, and that means you will not take this low anymore. Whatever it happens here, you will not take this low, meaning you're seeking for correction and continuation toward the upside. Yep, Robinhood. Let's add it on the list after RKLB. Robinhood. Okay. That was it for Apple. Let's start with the special request. Very nice for Apple. As I said, it is a giant. I think it's the leader of the US stock, Apple. So, and that was it for Apple. Let's move for RKLB. RKLB, which is Rocket Labs USA. Okay, is it weaponry? Is it a weaponry company? I mean, so far remaining bullish. Let's wait. Yes, Anton, welcome to the live stream, man. Anton, I think you are with our Discord, right? Are you the same Anton? All right. So is RKLB a weaponry company? What is it? Subhi. Subhi is also a member in our Discord. All right. Yes, Anton. Then welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here as well. Yep. All right. So whatever it is, this Rocket Lab. Hopefully, it's not weaponry because we don't support this. It is for rockets. Defense, yeah. Okay. I don't like to support so much weaponry here. Just, enough wars, guys. I mean, imagine like who invests in this right now is destroying as well all of this. Okay. Look what a reversal in the market. You invest in weaponry to destroy the world, to destroy the economy as well. So, it's very ironic, right? Like, trading with this one and supporting it kind of like even affect the economy can sooner or later, right? So, however, I'm not gonna dive so deep, but preferably no defense stuff on the live stream. I know that it might be very booming right now. Same for Rheinmetall, which is a German one as well. But yeah. So we have an impulse towards the downside finished, ABC towards the upside, ABC towards the downside, and you're looking for higher. Interesting. So, okay, ABC as well. Yeah, definitely a new psychology found here, and definitely that was when? 2024, yeah, exactly. Yep, so prepare for the war. Yeah, Palantir, isn't it an AI company, Anton, with their contracts? Okay, but I think it's an AI company, right? But is it AI just for defense, you mean? So we're looking here, of course, for an impulse toward the upside. Now, inside this impulse, yeah, inside this impulse, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, invalidation. Wow. Yeah, it's AI. Exactly. No wars, I hope. Yes, of course. Not. We all hope no wars. Okay, with defense contracts. Okay. Yeah. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 also invalidation. Unless is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, A, B, and a C. Okay, yeah. So your 1 is here. Your wave 2 is there. And then 1, 2, 3, potentially, yeah, 4 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Wave 3, 4 and a 5. Here we go. This is your impulse there. Yep. So in this chart, new psychology found here. Why? Because first you are impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like a lot of peace in this area. It was too much. Then, of course, consolidation. It was so boring for them. Then, okay, let's start to make some wars. And here we go. We're moving to the upside. Impulsively, A, B, C for a wave 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so we are looking for a wave 5 towards the upside. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Basically, the targets taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3 here. Here we go. You hit perfect target for 0.23. How much beautiful. Elliott wave, of course, not the chart to see this moving higher, but yeah. Potentially what we are looking at here so far, looking 1, 2, 3. That's corrective. Okay. I'm seeing still correction here. And I'm still seeing correction, guys. We're not ready to move up even. Yep. Not yet. Not yet. So 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing main A, B, and a C, and you're looking for a correction. And potentially here you're looking for another structure. It might end up, of course, W, X, and a Y. 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, very simply hitting the 1-to-1 fib level. Here we go. Potentially, you're looking for this target and moving toward the downside, unless something else unfolds. But this is not impulsive. This is a problem. And you cannot count 1, 2, 1, 2 because this is not already impulsive. Now this is impulsive, but don't forget this is an ABC, wave C impulsive. And this is 3 waves, so very clear. 3 waves up, 3 waves down potentially, and then continuation toward the upside. Or this is your 3 waves, continuation. What is the potential that we have 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 as well? Wow. Okay. Also, you have to be careful. You might have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And after it, you also have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Yeah. So you have double 1, 2s as well. 3, 4, and a 5. And this one is, of course, potentially a big wave 1, maybe. And you have 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect fib level. So you have to watch this, guys. You have to watch these levels. Here we go. Yeah, perfect fib levels is the following. Let me remove those. This is your blue box for the next target, potentially, and maybe moving toward the downside. So I'm going to tell you this, how it's going to work. Continuation toward the downside, meaning if you still continue toward the downside, meaning potentially here, if this is a wave 3, 4, and a 5, yeah, there is something missing in this impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, for, aha, it's a triangle even. Wow, okay. Let me check, is this a low? If we took the low, then it's not a triangle. Come on, here we go. Okay, we took the low. So it's not a triangle, but the problem is that impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so definitely we finish the structure here. Okay, that means this might be definitely we finished an impulse here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But what I see here is 1, 2, and then yeah, you see kind of like potential correction here. Yeah. But this is impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what does it mean is that maybe A or A, B, and a C, but yeah, no, that doesn't work even. So A, B, C, D, E. Is it a running triangle? Was this lower? Potentially, it can be. Yeah, I think so too. But the problem is that this is impulsive. So basically, anyway, whatever it happens here is still looking for lower. Whatever it happens, you know, this is what it says. But I'm trying to figure it out. Of course, I have to count the wave very, very precisely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5 again, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay, and then comes the bigger 1, 2, 4, and a 5. Okay, so no, it was true that we finished a structure here, but it is not necessarily that the wave 4, meaning this is a wave A, guys. This is a wave A, and you're looking for something here. A, B, and a C. Okay, this is it. A, B, and a C, potentially. This A, sorry. A, B, and a C. So if this ABC gonna reach the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning expanding flat even. Okay, let's adjust this. So it's an expanding flat potentially here for this wave C. Here we go. Wave C expanding flat, very high, yeah, because it's expanding. So here we go. How we gonna trade this? I mean, not trading this. How you can trade this? First, you have these scenarios. You have to trade possibilities here, right? So first possibility, you have a running triangle, A, B, C, D, and an E. You're moving toward the downside. Second possibility, you have an A, B, and a C toward the upside as an expanding flat. However, low possibility is this one. Why? Because I don't see an impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a problem with this wave 1. This one is okay. This one is problematic. However, let's say the lower count is an impulse. You would like to reach this scenario as big A, B, and a C. Final scenario is that you are looking for potential triangle even or potential flat here. Let's say that you finish structure here, the main structure, with the most lowest scenario, and you're looking for 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning second target taken, of course, from this wave 1 here, wave A, as a zigzag or as a regular flat actually. Wave C, here we go, these are your second target. So this is how you walk with it step by step. You start to see, okay, we have first possible scenario is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside. If we hit this blue box, of course, and you want to see a reaction, meaning 5 ways down, you continue toward the downside. If the price moves higher, takes the 886, you move to the next level. You would like to hit this box. 1-to-1 fib level, of course, corrective. If the price action breaks this one, you will move to the next blue box, right? For a wave C. If you move, of course, down, you are looking for lower. Finally, if you move higher and you break this blue box, you are bullish. Very simple. Finished. That's it. I'm waiting to the correction to the end. before entering for wave 5. Yeah, I think it's still corrective. Yeah, after all of this, it's still corrective. You have still 3 corrective scenarios before being bullish for a wave 4. Yeah, in a big wave 4. Yeah, so this is your wave 4 here to be finished with one more leg toward the downside, one more low. Yeah, so that was it for RKLB, Rocket Lab USA. Okay, Robinhood. Let's move to Robinhood. Okay, NASDAQ. All right. Robinhood, what is all-time history? I think 1 week is too much. Let's just take the daily. Nice U shape. You're very welcome, Subhay. Always welcome. So, very nice U shape. Very symmetrical. How much symmetrical is this? Look at this one. Oh my God, it's totally symmetrical. What's going on here? Nice. Okay, so what's going on here is that we have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then of course we have, yeah, that might be a 1, 2. So let's move in. 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation. Okay. All right. 3 ways up, 3 ways down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Okay. All right. Potentially psychology again found here. Because why found here? Because of course, first very symmetrical. Yeah. So something very weird in this chart. But potentially, what do you have here? Of course, after this impulse, you got an A, B, and a C. Yeah. Your wave B is this one. As you can see, W, X, and a Y in a triangle here. Finishing impulse, A, B, and a C potentially. But yeah, sorry, how is that finished? A, B, C, so you still know something else then. Definitely something else. This is your wave B. A, B, and a C. Wow, okay. Therefore, yeah, but it's hard to take it like this as A, B, C. It's a very extended wave C. My problem with this one is that you have, of course, here, basically, very obviously, 3 waves as a regular flat. You got a wave B, but very extended wave C, and still not finished. Why? Because of this wave 2 here, meaning you are 1, 2, 1, 2, potentially here, and you're looking for 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. But how much this A, B, and a C, it is too much extension for only one wave C. You know what I mean, guys? It's like A, B, and a C. It's too much. And it cannot be 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a problem. I already saw it here. You cannot find any kind of impulse here. If you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation, if you're looking for expanding diagonal, which is a most rare case scenario, but therefore we don't have any other option, yeah? Maybe we have to take it. 3 ways down, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took the low, meaning A, B, and a C. Yeah. Then we don't have any other option than taking it as expanding diagonal. Crazy, right? Very rare case scenario. This scenario, you see it 1%, guys. 1% to find on the chart something like this. And why I'm saying, okay, it works here as expanding diagonal, because definitely this is a wave 3 and not a wave C. Yeah, because it is a huge one. Meaning you have a double 1, 2 here. So you have first 1, 2. You're looking, this is still unfinished, still very high to finish. 1, 2 again, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, perfect. I was checking if this wave 2 took the low, but it didn't. That's perfect, okay. Just because it invalidated the whole scenario again. Yeah, so basically this, here we go. You have, of course, this is in white. And yeah, next you're looking for here. Now you will think that this might be, yeah, it might be, it can be, why not? It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a big wave 1, 2 here. It can be. Let's see the fib levels. It gives much higher possibility, less or more. Wave 2 as an impulse, yeah, okay, 0.5, yeah, that's a wave 2. So yeah, basically I'm gonna consider it a big wave 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this might be your main wave 3. Exactly. Here we go. This is your main wave 3, guys, which it's gonna finish this one. 3, 4, 5. This is how it's gonna unfold. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3. You have a very sharp wave 4. Now, is it done? Is it finished, this wave 4? I think this is your question, and this is exactly what we are looking for right now. What is next? Okay, we read the history, but what is next, right? So if we take the time to lower or to higher the possibilities, perfect time reached. Awesome. This is the first high possibility, the first reason to say, okay, we bottomed. Wave 4 impulse. You reach perfectly 0.38, and it is already more than enough for a wave 4. And that means you have bottomed, my friend. Yeah. Higher potential, higher possibility, you're looking for higher prices from there. Looking for a wave 5. If you move to the 1 hour chart, yeah, this is a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 2, 3, 4, invalidation, beautiful, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, and then, or a big leading diagonal. So you are in triple 1, 2s or something like this, yeah? Or you are in, no, we cannot say even leading diagonal, wave 3 invalidation, meaning triple 1, 2s. Yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're looking for higher. Therefore, your next target might be, well, you need a wave 2 here, definitely, but here we go. Wave 3, impulse, potentially this is your next blue box between those price, and of course only for one, just for to finish this wave 3, yeah. Finishing wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, yeah, meaning even higher. You're most welcome, Camel Blue. Yep, so basically that was for Robinhood. Isn't Robinhood a wallet for crypto, guys? Camel Blue, isn't it? I think Robinhood is a crypto wallet, right? Or maybe different different company. Not sure. Yep, guys. So that was it for today. If you don't have any other special requests, then of course I will end up the stream over here. We already analyzed everything. So as a conclusion for the market, again, the market is in a recovering phase, and it is very, very close for a potential, again, into brackets, a potential bullish reversal. Currently, we're still estimating the bullish reversal. If this happen, of course, therefore, we're moving for higher only after breaking, of course, the invalidation levels given, and of course, take the 100% signal that we are moving for higher. Some stock markets might, of course, not be performing well, which I'm pointing at Tesla, because Tesla is a little bit psychological issue right now, more than just not performing. And don't forget that at the end, it's about just some politics, guys. It's not about the product itself. So if you think about it deeply, well, Tesla is not performing, but it's just about some rumors, about some politics, and so on. It's not about the product itself. So the product itself, of course, still available in the market and still having good reputation at the end, right? I think so. Yep, so that was it for the live stream for this week, and thank you for being here, guys. And I wish you, of course, a nice week and a trade safe always. See you in the next one. Bye bye.